Let's remind ourselves of the philosophy that reshaped millions of lives. Think and grow rich. Say it out loud. Think and grow rich. Say it again. Think and grow rich. Let those words echo inside you, because real wealth isn't built by your hands. It's born in your thoughts. You don't sweat your way to fortune. You think your way into it. Take a moment and look around. Skyscrapers, empires, mansions and jets. Every single one was once just a thought in someone's mind. Someone dared to believe they deserved abundance. Someone refused to live small. Reality begins in the imagination of those who dream boldly enough to make it happen. Napoleon Hill revealed this truth generations ago, and history's greatest achievers have lived by it ever since. Because one principle never changes. You either think rich, or you remain poor in mind and in life. If you don't claim your vision, someone else will pay you to build theirs. Most people live trapped inside the cycle of a paycheck, waking up exhausted, working without passion, dying without purpose. That isn't life. That's mere existence. Life starts when your thoughts become too powerful to settle for ordinary. The poor trade time for money. The rich turn ideas into income. Money isn't paper. It's imagination in motion. And ideas multiply far faster than wages ever could. Your bank balance is simply your belief system written in numbers. Want a different balance? Well, start by changing what you believe. Stop asking, how can I afford this? And start asking, how can I create this? Because, your questions define your limits. Tiny questions build tiny realities. Every achievement starts with one spark, desire. Keep it alive. Weak desires lead to weak results, just as a faint flame can't heat a room. Without that burning want, nothing ignites. The fire inside you burns only when you truly crave something deep enough to chase it. That's why every great beginning starts with a single decision. I will have this. That inner certainty. That moment you decide you won't accept less. That's the birth of greatness. Feed that spark. Let it grow into your drive. Patience, persistence and sweat. The unbeatable trio of success. Victory belongs to those who keep fighting long after the rest have stopped. Nothing is ever final for the one who refuses to quit. There's no failure for those who persist. Only delayed success. If your results haven't shown up yet, don't lose heart. Be patient with the timing, but restless in the effort. Keep pushing, and what you desire will be yours. Strength and growth are born from continuous struggle and steady effort. Every setback, every heartbreak, every failure hides a seed of equal or greater opportunity. The greatest victories often arrive just one step beyond the greatest defeats. Opportunity loves to wear the mask of temporary loss. Most people chase comfort and avoid pain, but growth hides inside the hardship, within the moments that test your resolve. Those who never pursue what they truly want have already failed by default. Sure, they avoid embarrassment and disappointment, but they end up facing something worse: regret. If you're pushing to become your best self, expect failure, pain, and doubt. But if you refuse to give up, if you keep fighting, you'll not only achieve your goal, you'll gain something priceless: character and pride. You can't buy them. You must earn them through effort, through endurance, through every scar that builds your strength. Tell me how you spend your spare hours and where your money goes, and I'll tell you exactly who you'll become 10 years from now. Want to know your future? Look at your daily habits. If they're strong, your future will be strong. If they align with your dreams will become reality. If they don't, they never will. Be deliberate with your time and your money. Build a daily plan of action that turns effort into habit and habit into destiny. Because habits are the quiet builders of empires. A goal is nothing but a dream with a deadline. Without deadlines, dreams just remain wishes. To make them real, you must set a finish line. And then, race toward it. Set goals that stretch you. Not impossible, but challenging enough to demand growth. Because you know the person you are today cannot reach them. You must become someone new to achieve them. That's what a true goal does. It forces transformation. When defeat comes, don't mourn it. Read it as a signal that your plan needs work. Rebuild your plan, reset your direction, and sail again toward your dream. Defeat visits everyone. Most people surrender. Don't be most people. When failure knocks, take ownership. Ask, what can I improve? What lesson hides within this setback? How can I rise clearer, sharper, and stronger? Never quit. Shock the world with your persistence, and then shock them again with your results. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. There are no limits to the mind, except those we quietly accept. The greatest thinkers in history knew this truth. There are no real limits. Most of the legends we remember refused to accept the limits of the crowd. If they had, they'd never have become great, and we'd never know their names. Refuse to inherit the limits of your family, your friends, or your society. If it's never been done before, believe you can be the first. If no one believes in you, let that disbelief become your motivation. It's clear, your mindset is your greatest asset. If you want to do great things with your life, build that mindset. Believe in yourself so deeply that fear has no space left to exist. Once your mind is unshakable, success becomes inevitable. The ladder of success is never crowded at the top, because most people never climb high enough to see the view. They settle early. They settle in their jobs, in their relationships, and in their habits. They avoid the effort in the beginning and spend a lifetime paying for that comfort. Be one of the few who dare to take the harder road now, so life becomes easier later. Keep climbing that ladder, and when you reach the top, extend your hand. Help someone else rise too. It takes half your life to realize this. Life is a do-it-yourself project. If you don't master yourself, life will master you. This journey is entirely yours. It's yours to create, to shape, to rebuild, as many times as necessary. If you want a great body, that's your responsibility. If you want peace of mind, that's your work. If you want freedom, financial, mental, or spiritual, that's your mission. The government can tax your income, but not your ideas. The world can judge your path, but it can't walk it for you. No one and nothing can conquer you unless you surrender. So, take care of your mind. It's your greatest kingdom. Feed it strength. Protect it from negativity. Nurture it with thoughts, lessons, and people that make you grow. Because when the mind is right, life follows. The way of success is the path of lifelong learning. Deliberately surround yourself with those who challenge you to think bigger, who remind you of what's possible when you refuse to give up. Education doesn't end in classrooms. It begins when you decide to grow. It's earned through struggle, effort, and reflection. Be humble enough to admit you don't know everything. Be wise enough to learn from everyone, from every book, every failure, every moment. There's always something to learn, even in silence. Surround yourself with people who feed your energy, who make you believe again when you doubt yourself. If they don't fuel your future, they're draining your present. Your tomorrow is built by what you do today, not by what you plan to do tomorrow. The most powerful form of motivation is progress, seeing your own evolution. And progress doesn't come from giant leaps, but from small, consistent steps that stack into greatness. Wake up with purpose. Go to bed with gratitude. Let your actions speak louder than your dreams. Be so consistent that success becomes your default setting. The gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't distance. It's transformation. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Upgrade your identity and your reality will follow. Stop telling yourself stories about why you can't. Start collecting evidence of why you can. Every small win builds your belief muscle. You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life exactly what you want it to be. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Don't wait. The perfect time will never come. Start where you are. Use what you have. better tools will appear once you begin. Wealth isn't just money in the bank, it's freedom in your life. It's the ability to say yes to what matters and no to what doesn't. True wealth is waking up excited and going to bed fulfilled. Luxury isn't about showing off. It's about living fully. It's about creating memories that money can't buy, but that money can make possible. Freedom is the ultimate luxury, and it begins in the mind. You don't get rich by chance, you get rich by change. Think and grow rich. Think and grow rich. Think and grow rich. Say it, live it, breathe it, become it. Because your future is already waiting, and the password is your mindset. You weren't born rich, you were born ready. The rest is up to you.